Today I will show you 3 ways on how you can fix the drift when you play linear non on Apex Legends on controller, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation controller. So first, so your game needs to be on Steam. So if you play on Origin, you have to add your game to Steam, and you can add it really easy. You can just add non-Steam game, and you can either choose the game, or if it doesn't work, you can choose the Origin launcher, and it will show up here, and just choose Origin launcher and add the program, and you can launch Origin from here, and then you can do these ways. Okay, so after that you need to open here, click on Steam, click on settings, and make sure your controller is plugged in, and go here to controller. And if you use it for Xbox, if you use Xbox controller, make sure this says enable. If you use PlayStation, make sure this says enable. And yeah, this is if you use Switch, I don't know, like if you use Switch, then enable this, I guess. Okay, after this, you can click on this icon, or before this, go to Apex Legends and then click on the settings, properties, and go to the controller tab, and make sure this says enable Steam input. If it doesn't, then change this to enable Steam input. So as you can see here, it says enabled. And after that, go to this icon here. And before we do anything, let's go back to the game, and I will show you what is linear non looks like on my DualSense controller. So this is none. This is none. I play 6, but I'm gonna ADS so you can see how much drift I have on my ADS. So the drift on ADS is not that a lot, but yeah, there's like I'm not touching the controller right now. Like as you can see, there's a lot of drift. Like yeah, as you can see here. Like if I want to put the cursor here, it would be impossible, as you can see. Maybe it is possible, but it would be pain in the ass. And with hipfire, it is pretty much like on luck. Like if I'm lucky, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible, unless I switch to the log dead zone from none to small. And as you can see, I can put it easily. And yeah, I can put my hip fire easily too, as you can see. Still a little bit hard, but I can put it at least, yeah. But the small dead zone is just gives you an average like dead zone. Maybe it's big. You cannot make it a little bit smaller. Like it only has 2 options: none or small. There's nothing between. So in today's video, I'll show you how you can, with 3 ways, you can manually adjust the dead zone and make it perfect, and you can get perfect aim. Yeah, so let's go back to Steam input right here. So as you can see here, it says your controller, which is my controller, the DualSense. This is right. And click, and you can choose any official layout, but make sure it's a normal layout, not like a weird layout. So make sure it's normal. And if you messed around with it, you can just click on this, and you can click on revert changes, and it will go back to default. Next, click on edit layout, and from here, click on joysticks. And we're going to work on our right joystick behavior, which is the right stick, which we use to aim. And click on the settings. Okay, so the 3 ways that I will show you right now. Okay, I will start with 2 of the ways that I used to use, but I don't use anymore. They are both really good. So, and then I will tell you the 3rd way, which is I used it a lot, and it was really, really good. So the first way is, make sure if you want these are the default setting, basically 100 scale here, horizontal, vertical, and this stick response curve linear means like there's no alteration modification by the Steam input on this response curve. This is good, so it doesn't mess around with the game's linear. So make sure it says here linear, and after that go all the way down and as you can see, dead zone, click on custom here, make sure this says custom, and after that make sure this says 0 and 100, and the dead zone shape circle, make sure it's circle. Circle is the default. If you want to experiment with other shapes, feel free to do. And after that, okay, so this is the first way. The first way is we're gonna work on the anti-dead zone. What anti-dead zone does, it deletes the endgame dead zone by how much % that you put here. So let's go back. So for this to work, you need to be on either small dead zone or big or large. So for me, I just set it to small because it works really good. So small dead zone here. because we're gonna delete the dead zone gradually. So let's go back, and then here anti-dead zone you can put like let's see, let's for the test put 5,000. Let's see what's gonna happen. So as you can see, like small dead zone doesn't move, but as you can see here, oh my god, it's so fast right now. Like, yeah. So as you can see, it's working, but right now I need to adjust it. So instead of 5,000, let's put one. So you can start with like 100, 200, 300, 500. Let's start with 500. Let's go back now. Oh, as you can see now, it's definitely there's no drift, but the crowser moves faster. It's more responsive, definitely. Okay, let's add 1,000. Let's see. So 1,000. Okay, by the way, sometimes when you add values, you have to like close this and go back and open it again and check if it actually saved the value. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't save the value. So okay, so right now it saved the value. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely more responsive, and it's definitely yeah, a bit hard to do the small adjustment. Yeah, as you can see. Um, I could maybe say sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Okay, let's see what 2,000 is gonna do to the aim. Okay, 2,000. Oh yeah, okay, now it's yeah, it's going all the way, and it's even more hard and more challenging to put it on. Let's try the ADS. With ADS, it's easier actually. Yeah, with ADS, it's easier. Definitely, it's easier, and it's better than small actually, because it's more responsive and you can twitch your aim and you can move it slowly. Let's see here. If I can track the dummy. I actually can track it with 2,000 Anti-Deadzone. Okay, so as you can see, there's also some drift. So 2,000 on my controller adds a little bit of drift. Okay, now let's go back and I'll show you the other way, the second way. So the second way involves that we're gonna use Anti-Deadzone buffer. The second way is advanced because what this Anti-Deadzone buffer does is it will create a buffer, a delay, a wall, or like a pause. So it's gonna create a wall, and after it creates the wall, it's gonna use the value that you put here. So let's see. I will show you what I mean. So for this to work, you need to put the number 1 here on the anti-dead zone. You need to put 1 here, and after that, you need to be on. For this one, you need to be on none. So the log dead zone needs to be on none. As you can see, on none, and I have drift, and it is pretty much there's a lot of drift, as you can see. So let's go back and the anti-dead zone buffer. Let's see if I add 500, what's gonna happen. So it's gonna add a buffer, and after the buffer, the delay, the wall, it will use the in-game dead zone. It will either use the in-game dead zone or like control dead zone, or it will use. You can actually increase this if you want, but my way is that I add this, and I will show you what's gonna happen. So 500. Let's see if let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so there is, yeah, it's still bad. A lot of drift. A lot of drift. Okay. Let's see what happens if I add 2,000 right away. And let's check if it's saving the value. Okay, so it saved the value actually. This is good. Let's go back. So right now, as you can see, I'm moving. There's no drift. I'm aiming. There's no drift. Okay, so now I'm going to move the right stick. Okay, so as you can see here, as you can see, there's a delay, but not a input delay, but it's like a buffer, and then it moves. So this way you can, yeah, this is definitely hard. But it's a way. I used to play like this. Don't know how, but yeah. Oh, because I used to play on classic and not linear, yeah. So it is manageable, yeah, as you can see here. I can put the Krauser on the target. Let's see the hipfire. Hipfire is definitely, yeah, I can do it. I definitely can do it. It's still manageable, as you can see. Let's see this. Yeah, it definitely is manageable. Okay, so this is the anti-deadzone buffer, which creates a delay, and after that, it will use what value you put here. And for example, if I put here like 1,000, let's see what's gonna happen. So this is 1,000. Yeah, and after that, it's using the in-game dead zone, which is none. There's no drift. However, when I move the cursor, it moves very fast. Yeah, so you can use this, but I don't know, you can just mess around with it and see if you like this or not. As you can see, I still can put, let's see about this. Yeah, I can. The hipfire is easy because of aim assist. Okay, and if you want to use this, so one, if you put here one, you're not affected. So right now it's using actually the endgame dead zone, which is linear. So this 1000% is a buffer, a delay, a wall, and it's using the endgame dead zone. If you want to use this with actually this, if you want to put 500 or 1000 on the anti-dead zone, then I guess on the game you have to use small, because the anti-dead zone will actually delete the endgame dead zone, and the anti-dead zone buffer will act as a buffer delay before it will use the anti-Deadzone. Yeah. Okay, so this was the first way was only using anti-Deadzone. The second way was using anti-Deadzone buffer. And okay, so the third way is my favorite. So basically, let's go back to the default. It's just 0 here and 0 here. Let's go back to the game, and your game needs to be on the dead zone inside the game needs to be on none for this to work. Okay, now it seemed like there is a bug because none has drift and it's not. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't say the values, so this is normal. I'm gonna do it again. 0 here and 0 here. Yeah, okay, now it's working. Now it saved the value. Okay, this is linear none. So for the third way, your dead zone needs to be on none. And by the way, I forgot something. This bar right here needs to be, the right side needs to be on 100 if you want to do the first two ways. This one needs to be on 100 and this one needs to be on 0 if you want to do the first way and the second way. However, the third way, we're going to play with this side of the bar, of this bar. We're going to play only with this side. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to open it again. Okay, so 0, 0, and by the way, I don't know if I forgot to say this, but if you want to show this and this, you need to click on the show advanced dead zone option here. Okay, so let's go back. So this is linear none again. As you can see here, it is impossible for me, so I can put my hipfire. ADS is possible, yeah, but it's still hard, I swear. It's like, I cannot play like this, there's no way. Yeah. So the third way is we're gonna play with this side of the bar, the left side. So let's, if you increase this left side, the dead zone will be bigger. And this is my favorite method, the third way. So let's put it on, 3. Yeah, let's put it on 3. And this is so buggy. So when you put it on 3, close it and open it again. And make sure that it says 3. Yeah, okay. So if it says 3, then you're good to go. Let's go back to the game and see what happened. As you can see, there's still some kind of drift, but it's better. Oh my god, yeah, it's so much better. Look at this. Still hard a bit, still hard. Yeah, definitely still hard. Look at my hipfire now. Yeah, I can't put it, but it's hard, still hard, definitely still hard. However, these targets are gonna be easy with 3, like as you can see here. Look at this. I can easily put the down. Let's try the hipfire. Hipfire is really easy. I mean, the ADS. Really easy with 3. Okay, let's see what... you can try 4, you can try 2, you can try 5. I'm gonna try 5 right away. And as I told you, we need to close it and open it again. So we make sure the value did not change. Okay, so it's bugged out, so I have to do it again. Okay, this is 5. Nice. Let's see now. Okay, I'm moving. Let's see. I'm moving the right stick. Okay, this is definitely so much better. Oh my god. Okay, now, yeah, as you can see, I can put my crosshair with hipfire, and I'm using 6, by the way. I'm using 6 linear. And I can put it. I still can put it. It's a bit hard, I'm not gonna lie, because of 6. but I still can't put it, as you can see. Let's try the hipfire. Hipfire is gonna be really, really easy. I mean, ADS is really, really easy. Let's see this. It's really easy, the
Made it
hipfire,
to the
because
next
of
level.
aim assist
One
and
upgrade at a
close
time.
range. Let's try that. It's manageable, yeah. It's really, really good. 5 is actually really, really good. Yeah, as you can see. As you can see, look, I can twitch my aim and I can move it easily. This is my favorite way on how to fix the stick drift and get better aim, better accuracy. Look at this. 5 is really, really good. Yeah, as you can see. 5 is really good. Let's try 7 now. Okay, this is 7. This is the last test I will do. This is 7. Okay, this is 7. This is gonna be more stable, I guess. Yeah, this is much better. Oh, this is much, much better. You guys should be using this. I think you guys should be using this. As you can see here, this is linear. I don't think there's any drifts. Yeah, even with 6, there's no drift. And look at this. This is so good. I'm gonna try to put the hip fire. Look at this. Oh my god. I can put it. I wouldn't say easily, but I would get better over time, definitely. As you can see here, I can put it. So let's see. Let's pretend that's a target, and I just put it. I just put it
I
again.
can choose an upgrade.
Put it
Every
again.
decision
As you
counts.
can see. Let's try the hipfire. Hipfire, really good close range. Let's try tracking, close range. It's really, really good. ADS, really, really good. Like in these environments, if you miss, it's your fault, legit. There's no drift. This is good accuracy. Like there's no problem. So if you miss, it's on you. Yeah. So as you can see here, look at this. It's really, really good. And I can move it fast and still pretty responsive, and I can twitching my aim would be. I still can twitch my aim. Yeah, I still can twitch it, but not a lot. You can use 6 if you want instead of 7 if you want to twitch your aim.
Got an
even
upgrade
more.
waiting. 2 choices, 2 roads.
Okay, so as you can see here, 3 ways to fix the controller stick drift and to get better aim, to get better accuracy, whether an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller or any other controller, even Razer or like Battle Beaver, I guess, or like any other controller. You should be using this. Otherwise, if you do not want to use this, if you do not want to, let's go back to default. Okay, 100 and 0 is a default here. And 0, 0 here is a default. 100, 100 linear default. Okay. Yeah, so this is the default right here. Let's go back again. So this is linear none. It's for my controller, it's impossible because of this loose stick. Because this stick is loose, the DualSense stick is loose, so that's why it's I don't know, like because of it's loose, because of maybe a hardware issue, but it is impossible for me to use linear none. Maybe if I have a Battle Beaver or like a custom-made controller that has a really better hardware on the sticks, I can use linear none. But linear none on my controller specifically is impossible because of look how much drift. Like let's try to put the cursor. It's impossible. Yeah, it's like the enemy is gonna shoot me and I'm not gonna do anything. Like oh, I'm only good at close range and that's it. Yeah, so if you do not want to use these 3 ways or the last way, which is my favorite, you can actually use small dead zone. And small dead zones, it creates, I mean, it says small, but actually, in my opinion, I hate it because it doesn't give you the ability to adjust it. I know you can adjust it in the advanced look control, but I don't like advanced look control. I thought advanced look control is really, really good, but I couldn't do, I didn't have any good luck with it. I don't know why. I always do bad on advanced look control. So, yeah, so you use small to fix this kind of drift. So the small dead zone, like your mind need to be in sync with it. You need to adapt, and you need to just learn it. And because it has a, it says small, but I would say like even more than bigger than small dead zone. Like yeah. So as you can see here, I
Upgrade's
can
ready.
put the
Time to
crowser
make a choice.
easily. I can put my fire easily. Yeah, because I have played on small. I don't use these three ways anymore. I use small, but I did the video for you guys, so you can use one of the three ways, or you can use the last way because it's really really good. The last way is insane actually. You can get an insane aim for real. Yeah, and if you do not want to use it, just use small dead zone. It's like linear none is so hard. And if you play classic, you should change to linear, so fast. I used to play classic. I used to play good on classic, but linear it's just really good. Like you can have consistency. Classic it uses a response curve. I mean, yeah, obviously it uses a response curve of a classic. So the response curve goes like slow to then it goes fast. So it's not consistent, but linear is consistent. There's no
Upgrade's ready.
response curve.
Time to make a
It's
choice.
one to one. So you can have consistency and you can actually, I mean, you can learn anything, but on linear you can learn it fast. And yeah, linear long range is hard, and it's not that hard because I'm using a bleed out setting. Like as you can see here, I'm using 6 and 1. My ADS is 1, and I'm using this. This is the bleed out setting that I use. So if you use this, you would have a multiplier on your aim, on your ADS aim. And yeah, for this to work, you have to keep this on, and you have to put this on off. And go back, and as you can see here, I have a very good ADS here. Like it's very slow and still fast, kind of fast, because in Apex, in this range, you have to aim with the hellfire.
I can choose an
You don't
upgrade.
need to ADS.
Every decision counts.
So that's why. Like, you don't, yeah, you don't need to just aim with the ADS.
I
Let's
leveled
try
up.
ball.
Upgrade's waiting for me.
Yeah, as you can see here. So yeah, and that's it for this video. I hope I gave you all the good information and you understand it very well. And if you have any question, you can write it in the comment. And if you like the video, you can actually hit that like button if you actually get good information on this video. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.